Hello, gorgeous humans. Welcome back to another episode of Your Power. I am so excited to have you here as always. And today I am here to give you a little bit of a virtual ass whooping. And I'm really excited about it. And the reason I'm excited about it and the reason that I wanted to do this episode was because this is a conversation that I have had with a lot of my private clients, and it's my core focus inside of my community membership at the moment. And the conversation that I want to have is being intentional with your time. What I have said to a lot of my private clients and what I have said inside of the community when, I gave them the ass whooping was that I am no longer taking "I don't have time" as an excuse from anyone. That's no longer happening. I am no longer accepting it. And I have told that to my private clients. I have told that to all of my community members because it's something that I see so often. And the reason that I am no longer taking this excuse is because of the season of my life and the season of business that I am in. And I have moved into this season, and I am currently transitioning into this season that is the busiest season that I've ever experienced. And I have done everything in my power, and I have had to step into making the decisions to make it work. And I have, and I am. So this is a conversation that I want to have with you for you to do a little bit of an audit around everything that you're doing, around everything that you are wanting to achieve, and more importantly, around every fucking excuse that you have. Now, just to give you an idea of the season that I am moving into, for those of you who may not know, I'm not sure I've spoken about it on the podcast yet. I've definitely spoken about it on Instagram, but I am going back to uni. I decided at the start of the year that I want to go back to uni and I want to get my degree in psychological science. And the reason that I want to do that is because of, I sat with where I want this business to go long term and where my big picture vision for this business is and where that goes. And this just made sense for that. For where I see this business in 10 years, this next step, me going back to uni and getting this degree, it just makes sense. So that's what I am moving into. That's what I am beginning over the next few weeks. And whilst I am doing that, I am also in a season of business that is the busiest that I've ever experienced. And the busiest in terms of the amount of offers that I'm running, the amount of people in my community, the amount of private clients that I have, and the way that I'm moving, right? All of the things that I am implementing into my business and the scaling that I'm doing right now, I am in the busiest season of business as well. So combining this crazy season of business where I'm already working about 50 to 60 hours in the business per week, I am now also adding uni on top of that, which is going to be about 40 to 48 hours a week. I'm also training twice a day. I have ramped up my training and I'm training twice a day at the moment. And I'm also incorporating my daily routine and things that I spend my time doing for my nervous system and socializing. And I'm coming into, this is a season of my life that I have never experienced before, but I'm making it work. And just to give you an idea, I leave the house at about 5:30 in the morning, and my day doesn't finish until about 8 p.m. And that is my last meeting is at 8 p.m., right? Not just me going to bed at 7. I clock off. My last call is at 8 p.m. Or the last thing that I have to do in work or uni is at 8 p.m. And then I move into my evening routine, like eating dinner and all the things. So basically what I did before I moved into this season is I practiced, right? I I had a look at what my schedule was going to look like. I locked in everything. I, have all of my private client calls. I have all of the call times for the community locked in for the next 12 months. I have all of the, my days and my availabilities locked in, all my classes, everything for the foreseeable future is locked in. And so what I did was I started to practice. Before I started uni, I actually looked at what my schedule was going to be and I started to practice that routine. To give you an example, I'm actually going to read you a daily checklist that I have for myself, just to show you how much I am putting into my routine on top of work and uni. So this is my daily non-negotiable checklist. These are all of the things that I incorporate into my routine on top of, quote unquote, on top of work and uni. This is my personal non-negotiable checklist of things that I do every day. Getting out of bed with my first alarm, 5 minutes of morning sunlight, my main training workout, getting a minimum of 85% sleep, daily brain games, a walk with the dogs, full morning skincare routine, cold shower / cold immersion, journaling and gratitude, 10-minute minimum breathwork session, 10-minute minimum stretching, consuming 2+ liters of water per day, a full evening skincare routine, eating all of my meals without distractions. So not while I'm working, not while I'm doing anything, not while I'm driving, eating and sitting and eating. And that's the only thing that I'm doing. These are all eating non-processed foods, keeping my eating window below 8 hours, moving or shaking my body outside of my workout, dimming the lights after sunset, avoiding alcohol, stopping eating 2+ hours before bed, and then a couple of business checklist things, and then a minimum of 1 hour per day on my own growth and my own learning or my own study. So that's not uni, not work. It's a course with my mentor or something like that. So that's everything that is on my non-negotiable checklist every single day. Then I obviously have all of my work tasks. Then I have all of my classes. Then I have all of my uni stuff. And so you can see here now why, because I have shown myself that I am successful at doing this, I am no longer taking the excuse that people don't have time. I am no longer taking it, because I have seen my ability to be able to fit all of this into my schedule successfully, whilst having a fully functioning nervous system, whilst not burning out, whilst getting everything done, whilst, ticking everything off the list, whilst being on top of everything. I am getting it done. Therefore, I am no longer taking the excuse that people do not have time. Whatever they say that they don't have time for, you've got fucking time. And let me tell you how you're going to find the time. You're going to start being intentional with your time. You're going to start cutting out the bullshit, cutting out all of the little things that you do that consume time and energy that are not getting you anywhere. You are going to get really cutthroat with your schedule and audit the fuck out of your day and your life and start to move through it minute by minute. If you want to make this work, whatever it is that you're working towards, you need to get cutthroat. You need to put intention into your day. You need to set out your day minute by minute, because that is what is making me successful at doing this, right? I left the house the other day at 5 o'clock, and this was kind of the first day that I did it that really showed me this is what I needed to do. I left the house the other day at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got home at 6:45 p.m. I had done everything that I needed to do in the evening for my routine, and I was in bed by 8 o'clock. So I had an hour and 15 minutes, and I ate dinner, I had a shower, I did my evening routine, I did my journal, I did my breath work, I did everything because I was fucking intentional with my time. And that was what I realized needed to happen. So I got home, I put my phone away, I focused on all of the things that I needed to do. I got my checklist out, I looked at my checklist, I prioritized my checklist, I had a look at what I needed to do, and I fucking did it. This has shown me that A, being intentional with your time is the answer to achieving all of the things that you want to achieve. B, how many things people have normalized in a day-to-day routine that are consuming so much time and then using that as an excuse that you don't have time. And C, how fucking important nervous system work is. How fucking important understanding, knowing how to optimize, and prioritizing your nervous system is in this kind of work. Because I'm going to be honest, burnout does not exist when you understand your nervous system. The minute you actually understand your nervous system, you immediately remove burnout. Immediately remove the word burnout from your vocabulary. When you understand the cues of your nervous system, when you understand how to optimize your behaviors, when you understand how to prioritize your nervous system, you will never fucking burn out. I promise you. Burnout happens when your nervous system is under a state of consistent stress, right? When your nervous system is under a state of consistent strain, there is a consistent strain on your body and you're actually not bringing yourself back to regulation, or you're not optimizing your brain chemicals, or you're not getting enough sleep, or there's something that your body is putting strain on your body, right? When that happens consistently, your body is going to burn out because you are putting constant strain on it. So being able to understand your nervous system, understand what it feels like to be dysregulated, understand what it means to regulate yourself, understand how to proactively implement behaviors into your routine to avoid dysregulation and nurture and care for your nervous system, burnout will never fucking happen. Full stop, that's it. So what this has shown me is taking a step back, auditing your life, auditing your routine, implementing nervous system behaviors, optimizing your behaviors throughout the day, and learning how to regulate and nourish your nervous system. You have no fucking excuse to not do it all. You actually get to do it all. You are in control. When you understand and prioritize your nervous system, you get to have it all. So moving forward from that, if you are someone who uses the excuse of, I don't have enough time, or I can't fit it all in, or you're someone who burns out easily, or you're someone who gets overwhelmed, or you have trouble concentrating, then I have some tips for you. I have some tips for you to be able to do it all and to have it all. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to audit your day, especially if you are someone who says that they don't have enough time to do the things that they want to do to get you to where you want to be. Audit your day. How much time are you spending scrolling on your fucking phone? Right? Take a look at those little micro moments throughout the day. When you pull into your driveway, are you sitting in the driveway and checking your phone? When you are picking up your phone randomly throughout the day, how much time are you spending scrolling then? When you're waking up in the morning before you're going to sleep, how many times do you actually pick up your fucking phone throughout the day and scroll? I want you to get really fucking harsh on yourself, because this is consuming your time. How much time are you spending fucking around, right? When you're cooking dinner, are you fucking around the kitchen, right? How much time are you spending before you get in the shower or in the shower? Are you standing in a daydream in the shower instead of just getting it done? And that doesn't mean don't enjoy your shower. It just means audit your day. Where are you actually spending time on things that don't need your time spent on them, or that could be used towards something else? Are you watching TV over nighttime? Could you be doing something else? In the gym, this is a fucking huge one. In the gym, between sets, are you checking your phone? Are you scrolling between sets and all of a sudden your rest is 4 minutes long? Or are you fucking getting it done in 40 minutes? Have a look at where you are spending unnecessary time on things that don't need your time spent on them, that are taking away and consuming your time. Audit your day. Call yourself out. Crunch your time and condense your time and take away all of the fucking distractions and unnecessary things that you have in your day that you're doing, and then using the excuse of, I don't have enough time. Like, no, yeah, you fucking do. You're just choosing to spend it on things that are not benefiting you. So have a look at how you are spending your time. Where can you actually tighten and raise your standards in how you're spending your time? Be really fucking harsh with yourself. Now, again, on the conversation of raising your standards of how you're spending your time, where is actually worth your time? Are you spending half an hour a week grocery shopping when you can be ordering it online and getting someone to put it in the boot, literally put it in the boot for you? You don't even have to get out of the car. So raise those standards. Instead of walking around the grocery store, what can you actually do instead? Oh, you can order it online in 5 minutes and then drive and get it put in your boot, or get it delivered, right? Tighten up your time. Another example, I have a meeting locked in 2 mornings of the week that start at 7 o'clock in the morning. So what I did was I then joined another gym that is closer to those meetings, so I can still get my training in and I can go to those meetings straight from the gym. Instead of fucking around here, I pack my bag, I go to the gym, and then I get ready at the gym and I go straight to those meetings. Another tip, spend 20 minutes every morning on a to-do list. The first thing that you do every morning, pull up whatever fucking system you use, whether that is Monday or Slack or Notion, whatever the fuck thing you've implemented, pull it up. And the first thing that you do every single day is you write out, you brain dump all of the things that you need to do that day, and then spend time actually scheduling it into your day. Spend time actually looking at your schedule and going, okay, cool, I can fit that in there, and then I will go and do that. And then in the afternoon, I can do those things, right? Give yourself an idea of all of the things that you need to do that day and when you're going to do them. Otherwise, you're going to have all these things running around in your head. You're going to sit at your computer and you're going to fuck around. You're going to move from one task to the other. You're going to have this random idea of this thing that you need to do while you're doing something else. And you're going to end up being completely unproductive for the whole day because you're going to be drawn from task to task and it's going to take away your focus and your attention. And instead, spend 20 minutes of a morning avoid checking your emails, avoid getting into anything that you need to do. Stop yourself from doing the little things that won't take you long. Focus on your to-do list first. Sit with your to-do list, write out, brain dump everything that you need to do that day. And then you actually have actionable things that you can spend your time doing instead of fucking around on your computer all day, jumping from things that come into your head randomly. My next tip, this is something that I have implemented this week and it has been amazing. If you are someone who runs a business or posts every day on Instagram, I want you to start writing your content on your computer for your stories or your, selling on your stories or your captions. I want you to start writing your content on your computer and then only when it's done, opening your social media, posting it on your story, getting out of social media. Right? This for me especially helped me to avoid, okay, cool, I'm going to post a story now. I'll open Instagram. Oh, what's this person posted? Cool, scroll. I fucking wasted time. I've forgotten what I wanted to say, right? So start to actually get into the habit of everything that you want to post, every piece of content that you want to post, write it on your computer. Therefore, you're not going to be distracted on your phone. You're not going to move into different apps. You're not going to end up scrolling or looking at other people's content. You're going to focus solely on your content. Then open up your phone when you're done with it and then post it straight away and then go back to the next task. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to create as much friction as you possibly can in between you and your distractions. So, for example, if you're working, put your fucking phone away. Put it in your bag. Put it in another room. Work. When you're working, focus on work. Put your phone in another room. Another one, wear noise cancelling headphones. If you're someone like me and works in like a common area or a public environment, invest in some noise cancelling headphones, right? Now, either wear those noise cancelling headphones with just the noise cancelling function on them. I do that all the time. Or find a good focus music playlist that you can listen to. Whether that is binaural beats, whether that is electronic focus, whatever that is, something without words, something that feels good for your brain, something that is going to take away all of your external distractions and allow you to focus on the task at hand. I want you to go through and I want you to turn off all of your notifications for the apps that you don't need notifications on, and even the apps that potentially you do, right? I have no notifications on for social media. I have no notifications on for Telegram. My clients know that I plug into Telegram 2 to 3 times a day. So I don't need notifications on. I'm already jumping in at those particular times of the day and I will answer all of the messages that are in there on those times of the day. So no notifications on social media. Emails, don't need them. Honestly, don't need them. My computer is usually open. I will see if an email comes through. Audit all of the notifications that come through on your phone. They are only going to be a distraction. At the end of the day, you don't need them. Even if you think that you need them, you don't need them. Trust me. What the fuck did people do before smartphones? We survived. Everyone was fine. No one died. You're fine. You're fine without notifications. More importantly, yes, actually put this friction between you and your distractions, but hold yourself to your standards. Decide what fucking standards you want to have for yourself. And yes, you can do all of the things and put your phone in a different room and create the friction. And yes, that's helpful, but also just hold yourself to a fucking standard. Don't be someone who picks up their phone 48 times an hour. Don't be someone who scrolls. Decide who you are. Decide the standard that you are. Decide the standard that you're at and fucking stick to it. You have willpower. You have free will. You get to actually decide whether you do these things or you don't do these things. So decide not to do them. And then the last thing I want you to do is actually audit your productivity levels throughout the day. And this is, we can have a whole conversation around how to maximize your productivity levels and how to ensure your productivity levels go for the whole day and how to maximize your neurotransmitters and blah, blah, blah. We can have that conversation, yes, but that comes with more long-term nervous system and brain health work, right? Which obviously, if you want, you know where to come. But for now, after you listen to this episode, I want you to actually audit your productivity levels and your amount of focus levels and concentration levels throughout the day. If you're someone who is most productive in the morning, wake up earlier and go to bed earlier so you have more time in the morning, right? So you have more ability to fit in the tasks that you need to do in your morning. Opposite side of the spectrum, if you're someone who is more productive in the afternoon, cool, put all of your personal stuff in the morning, go to the gym in the morning, go for a walk, spend your morning doing whatever you need for your personal things, and then feel that productivity in the afternoon, cool, then you have your focus work, then you have your things that you need to be productive for. Get to know yourself, get to know how your brain functions. Right now, understand how it's functioning right now, whilst you're doing the work on your circadian rhythm and your nervous system and your brain health and all of the things to actually increase that productivity and function. Have a look at what it's like right now and maximize that. Audit yourself, sit with yourself, get to know yourself and the way that you function, and maximize that functioning to work in your favor. The last thing that I want to say to you is, how fucking badly do you want this? Honestly, how bad do you want the things that you say that you want? Because if you're sitting there and you're telling me that you don't have enough time, or you can't concentrate, or you can't focus, or you're not very productive, how fucking badly do you actually want this? Because all of those things can be fixed. You just have to want it. You have to want to fix it. When you want it badly enough, you will find the time. You will stop the fucking scrolling. You will get up earlier. You will go to bed earlier. You will do the nervous system work. You will maximize your productivity and your focus. You will understand how your brain works to do that. You will fucking make it happen. So how badly do you actually want this? Because if you're giving me those excuses, I actually don't think you want it very bad. When I first decided that I wanted to go back to uni, when I first decided that this is what I wanted to do and realized what kind of commitment that was needed from me, I was sitting across from my good friend Sarah. You may know her, Sarah Ruby on Instagram. Sarah Ruby Lefley, actually, I think she now is. And I was sitting across from her and I kind of said to her, wow, like it's going to be full on. And she turned to me and gave me this look. And that look basically made me go inwards and realize that Sarah is also running a really fucking powerful business and successful business. Her business takes her interstate pretty much monthly. She's studying a double degree in law and politics. She is maintaining friendships. She has a romantic relationship that she's maintaining. She's maintaining her training. She's maintaining her personal learning. She's fucking doing it all, right? And she said to me, she said, this is going to be the biggest test of your productivity. This is going to be the biggest test of how badly you want this. And she was right, because I fucking want this. And therefore, there is no other option. There is no other option than to make this work. And so I am willing to do whatever it fucking takes to make this work. That's just what needs to happen, because there is no other option for me. I know what I want, I'm determined to get it, and I'm gonna get it. There's no question about it. So how badly do you want this? All of the things that you say that you want, all of the big moves that you say you wanna make, all of the big goals that you have, how badly do you want them? And what are you gonna fucking do about it? If you are someone who now feels fire in their belly listening to this, if you're someone who has decided that you want this, has decided that all of the things that you say that you want, yes, you absolutely want them, and you are willing to do whatever it takes to do that, then I need you to come and look at my community membership, because these are the kinds of conversations that we have inside of there. And then beyond those conversations, I give you the tools. I give you the ability to be able to do all of these things in the tools that I give you. I audit your nervous system. I program your nervous system. I give you the education. I hold you accountable. I give you all of the everyday tools that you need. So if you're someone who is ready to fucking give it your all, and you're ready to do whatever it takes, and you're ready to stop with the excuses, then that's where you need to come, and I will put the link in the show notes. that is all I'm here to talk to you about today. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I hope this made you think. I hope this made you really think about all of the things that you are doing, all of the things that you need to do, and all of the things that you need to stop doing. That's the purpose of this episode. So, good luck. Have a great week. Love you. Bye.